Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Today.
Have we got a great show lined up for you?
First up,
We'll be discussing the ongoing publicity that surrounds young mums and ask why the negativity.
plus we'll see what fun activities you and the kids can get up to this summer.
Richard Kalapo-Ajala and Lucy Dello will be here giving us the lowdown on budget summer fashion and makeup.
And with a dynamic bar flaring expert, Matthew Cotter.
And finally, we'll be joined by a young woman with a hell of a voice. Paige Maguire will be here to play us out her new song, Love.
Our first item today will be an interview with someone
they
who
recorded
says the media stereotype about young mums is not all true, and even unfair.
Joining us today is young mum Cherise Jennings with Theo Brownlee and a midwife Sandra Manu. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks.
You good?
Thank you.
You're very good. How's little Theo? How you
He's
doing?
doing good.
He's very well behaved.
This is going to be the toughest interview I've ever done because you've got to try and stay professional, but how can you do that, Maisie, when you've got the cutest kid on the planet, possibly, in Theo?
He's so cute.
Come on, concentrate.
So, guys, how are you both? You well?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good.
Thanks.
And Cherise, so you are a young mum. When did you give birth to Theo?
February.
February. So, and how old were you?
17.
17. Okay. And obviously 17. Was it an accident? Was it planned?
It wasn't
Don't want to
planned.
presume. Yeah. It was planned. And how did you feel when you first found out? How did you find out?
I was really shocked. I found out by a pregnancy test. So it was just...
And that was the first time, and it was positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what was the initial shock? You said you were very worried.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about what my parents would say and
Yeah.
how they would act. But after a few days, they calmed down.
What did your parents say?
Well, my mum was just more angry but worried. So she was just like, oh, how are you
Of
gonna
course,
do
because
it?
you're so young.
Mhm.
But to be honest, I think that maybe giving birth younger is maybe easier because
Yeah.
you're more fit and stuff like that. Oh.
Sandra, you're pregnant at the moment, and would you agree with that? Would you say it's a little bit easier, physically at least, to have a child a little bit younger?
Well, all the evidence shows that when you're younger, you're more agile and you're more able to cope with the physical demands of a pregnancy than you would when you're older. So all the evidence sort of suggests that, yes.
And so you've got that sort of shock of finding out you're pregnant. How was it after that? Your boyfriend, what did he think about it?
He was just really supportive, really. So that was good. That was that, really.
And you're living at home still.
Yeah.
So financially, how is it?
It's okay. It's good. It's not hard, really.
Not
It's
hard. So
no.
that's a good part of it. As you said, Sandra, before, financially is usually the most difficult part of it, especially if you're not getting support from family, boyfriend, etc. But how about the social side of it? I mean, I know it's going to affect you in some way, but has it affected you dramatically, or?
Not dramatically, no. I mean, I can't really go out when I want. I can't do what I want. But it's not a problem to me, really.
That's just the way it is. It's all about being, a young mum.
Sandra, initially, when you find out a lot of coping mechanisms that need to go on. What are the issues before having baby Theo, or whatever baby, and that you have to go through?
I think when you're a young mum, the issues are no different to an older mum, but the concerns are much greater, especially if you're unsupported. Cherise was lucky because her parents were supportive, so she didn't have financial worries. But for most young mums, it's really difficult if the father isn't supportive, the family isn't supportive. Then you have issues with housing, money, and just general support. Being a parent is difficult at any age, more so when you're a young mum.
Exactly. So do you feel like almost the struggle's over now? Is everything, is your life kind of back to how it was, or?
It's not back to how it was.
No, but I mean, is it?
One
I
extra.
mean, the struggle. I mean, the initial struggle, the shock of it, etc. Is everything okay now?
Yeah, everything's great now. So
Because
I'm just getting used to it.
you give birth, and then the challenges really sort of kick in after that, don't they? How tough is it once you've had the child, Sandra?
It's tough because just the process itself of having a baby is really difficult and it's quite taxing on your body. So energy-wise, you can be a bit low. But when you get home, that's where the challenge really starts, the sleepless nights, the knowing that you have not only yourself, but this little person completely depends on you too.
And is there any help out there then for young mums out there?
There is help for young mums if they're able to access it, and accessing it means that you have to have information about it. For some mums, there's no information, or they're not given information by the healthcare professional. But in the local area where I work in Greenwich, there is the Point, which is the centre really. It's a one-stop shop where they have an intensive support worker for young mums, supporting them from the pregnancy right through to the birth and after.
That's great. And I hear you want to be a midwife, so that's great. What a beautiful story. And baby Theo, you are gorgeous. Fact.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining
guys.
us. We do really appreciate it. We've loved having you on here. Do let us know how you're getting on with him.
Thanks, guys. Now we realise that as parents, it's your duty to be harassed by the kids throughout the summer.
It's true.
So to help you in your time of need, we've been busy on the lookout for fun-filled activities to keep the kids busy.
Let's take a look.
Digital Shoreditch Festival, the first of its kind, brings together the best of the creative community with workshops, open studios, eye-catching displays, gigs, conferences, workshops, real-world interactive installations and augmented reality games. It's a week-long event that celebrates the creative talent that goes on around Shoreditch, the hub of digital creativity. But it's about much more than just showcasing talent. The emphasis is on nurturing an extensive digital community.
Today we've got a range of things, from light installations where children can experiment with sounds and lights, through to Xbox Connect software that works with children interacting with the exhibits, to augmented reality games for people, and then through to like really simple stuff like face changing and Darth Vader talking about virals. So yeah, we've had quite an array of different things today.
Seeing as though we specialise in social video distribution and also social media buzz, we thought it would be great to run a social video workshop for kids.
Today will be long remembered. I've combed the length and breadth of the galaxy to bring you all here. The force is strong in all of you, but only one can be my apprentice. Only one of you will rule the galaxy with me side by side.
We've, taken what we love and brought it here today, to create a social video ourselves, which we haven't actually really done before. So this has been really, really good fun.
The Family Day provides an opportunity to reach out to other creatives and locals, particularly children who are the future of technology.
Families are really, really important because, it sounds really corny, but children are the future in terms of digital. It's almost like they've been born into an environment. It's something that we've had to, adapt to and learn, and everything keeps on changing on a regular basis. Whereas, kids nowadays, if it's not in 3D, they don't want to see it, and they're so technically focused in all that they do because it's around them. That I think, if they embrace it at a really early age, by the time they reach, our age, and they'll be more adapted to it than we could ever imagine.
Although it's the end of Digital Shoreditch Week, we won't be saying goodbye for long, as they'll be returning soon with more digital creativity for you to experience.
As well as Digital Shoreditch, we've also found other events for you and your families to enjoy this summer.
Starting off in June, a series of workshops will be taking place at Somerset House, near the Strand, inviting kids to get creative in a fun, lively atmosphere. There are exciting arts and crafts sessions available every Saturday on the holidays.
Starting in June is the City of London Festival from the 26th of June to the 12th of August. Street pianos, beehives, honey tastings, music concerts, exhibitions, dance and street arts will be gracing London's most iconic locations such as the Tower of London and St Paul's Cathedral.
Continuing on with the fun of the festival, on the 2nd of July from 12 to 7 p.m, Greenford Carnival will be taking place at Ravener Park. The park will come alive with a fun fair, music and dancing, sports, arts and crafts, and fun activities for all of you to enjoy.
And finally, it's London's Kids Week from the 12th of August up until the 26th of August. Children aged between 5 and 16 have free access to any participating show when accompanied by an adult paying full price. Now, if that's not enough to keep the kids away from the TV, I don't know what is.
We're going to take a short break now. We'll see you after this.